Look at Cleveland's starting group. LeBron and Love are the talent of the guard set. And it's Thompson.
What the heck?
And how about that? Just the first lead belongs.
What the heck? What are you doing? Get the ball. What is
in the league last season?
Why did he?
And because of injuries and days off, they didn't get to feel that preferred starting five a lot last year.
Hang on.
Spurs only used their preferred lineup less than half the season, but still
strong
campaign. What, 22 games played with the starting
Weird
lineup?
shit's
Parker,
going
Green,
on.
Leonard, Duncan, and Splitter.
And you know the Spurs will go on to use 23 different starting lineups.
He shoots before I even get to the fucking. Okay, whatever.
In the NBA.
Oh, okay, that time actually. I don't even know.
That's what happened to me with the old people.
How much
Some
more
weird
is there to
stuff's
say about
going on.
LeBron James,
like
Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
And the rejection.
This is a really fucked up game.
And it's
Really?
And so it's Cleveland with it.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
Ring shot on the way. And Aldridge gets
What
it
the
going. His
fuck?
assist from Green.
How nice was that? Aldridge has such great form and extension on that shot. He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you. You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. And last year, down to 35.
How'd you like that?
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Leonard, no luck.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
What the fuck?
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And it's Smith missing. The Spurs have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And a wide open look for James. That's in there. Love with the assist. 10 points for LeBron. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones.
I keep on losing track of what my guy is. Oh!
Off the run. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin.
Did you see that fucking? Did you see that block?
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Kyle Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Martin's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. And then for Cleveland, Fry comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith.
What the fuck was that?
And stolen by James. From deep three-point range. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dellavedova.
What the fuck is going on with this game?
Traffic and lays it in. Dellavedova's got his first bucket in this one.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Nice foul.
12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And that one's good. Shumpert. Shumpert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 13.
You're not doing too good.
And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be.
Oh no, why did he shoot it?
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Pulling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron.
Oh, that was my mistake.
Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye.
I didn't want him
and
to
it's
shoot that.
Dellavedova in at the 1.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going.
LeBron
That's
James.
stuff that oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
San Antonio shooting their first shots from the stripe.
Oh,
in this
then this
game.
guy can't shoot.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances
LeBron
last year,
out.
their free throw numbers help them win games.
San Antonio making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. J.R. Smith's checked in for James. And for Kyle Anderson, he had so many traits, Greg, the Spurs were looking for when they drafted him back in 2014, but he spent pretty much the entire season on the pine.
Yeah, and you know that Coach Pop makes his guys earn their minutes. You know, he doesn't care if he took you in the first round or if you're an undrafted free agent. He's going to play the guy who helps his team win.
What the fuck was that? Who are you throwing it to?
Mozgov kicks to Smith.
Whoa.
Rejected by Ginobili. It's Anderson with the drive. Can't get it to fall.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
And there's the call on Ginobili.
Why do you keep... You always spam square.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely
That's why you get fouled. You know that, right?
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for West.
Oh,
Aldridge comes in for Boris Diaw. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Anderson. And Parker's subbed in for Patty Mills. Then for the Cavaliers.
Here we go with
Tristan
the fucking timeouts again.
Checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
Now, if you hit substitutions and then hit circle, it'll exit out. It'll end the timeout quicker.
A different look now for San Antonio. West comes in for Green, and Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Parker. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance.
Wait, what?
Played in the first round last year.
We kicked the
ball. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to in Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
Uncovered. And there's Shumpert. That's good on the assist by Love. That's 7 points for Amon Shumpert. Back to Leonard. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
It really does make the game.
It's just the Leonard. For 3. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
1:33 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Love. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Leonard, no luck. Cleveland leading by 12. Irving kicks to Shumpert. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponent when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable.
Why would you smack it? Why don't you just grab it, dude?
Shumpert passes to Smith. Knocks down the 3 ball. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And a wide open look for Irving. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Spurs trail by 12. Ginobili had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Duncan.
The fuck?
Irving, good look. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Irving's
better check
got
that ball
6 here in this quarter.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
And so we wrap up the...
I think the camo gave you bad luck.
The what?
The camo.
And now, we'll get back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far.
LeBron's
we'll
back
see if that
in.
changes here in the 3rd.
It's been a solid outing for LeBron. He's got 10 points, and the 3-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way
What
he
the
is, he's become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of
Kind
Gatorade
of fucking retarded
for the
laugh
second
is
half
that?
of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, we've got West. Ginobili out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Duncan. And it's Aldridge in at the power forward. Spurs trail by 14. Cleveland with a very strong year last year.
How do you not
They were a
make
very
that little...
solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are, Clark.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22 and 19.
Literally shot
away
it
from
straight
home.
to him.
For 3, West. And it's West again missing. The Cavaliers leading by 12. And here's LeBron outside. A second chance effort. Duncan with the block. But they get it back. Cleveland's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. James. Cleveland gets it back. Dellavedova.
That was really stupid.
And finally they hit one. And the Cavaliers lead by 14. West missing again.
And he made sure not to just draw.
What
the
is
foul.
up
That
with
was
the
good
passing?
defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender.
God.
Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. For a long time in San Antonio, it's been about the big 3, and rightfully so with all their wins, and Kawhi Leonard seems to be their future.
And Kawhi and the big 3 recognize that and are trying to ease the transition period. And if you know the Spurs, they'll make a smooth transition when they get.
Absolutely. going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. Kyle Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Kevin Martin is checked in for Manu Ginobili. And Parker subbed in for David West. Here's Thompson. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Thompson's got his second basket of the game. Spurs trailed by 14.
He's like killed the.
And guys, for Kawhi and the Spurs, Coach Popovich already sees him as the next guy. He told Leonard not to think of the big three, but to think of himself as the big one.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Now the feed to LeBron. The shot, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. James has got 12.
Boy, Kevin, what a sweet stroke from LeBron that trip.
And guys, with what Popovich said about Leonard, small things like that can be the catalyst to get a player to reach greatness. Sooner or later, this will be Kawhi's team. You know what? You just
what the fuck?
Get much better of a look than that.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
A different look now for Cleveland. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Parker drives in. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Irving. And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Irving.
Here with the lead, they'd really like to finish this team off. But they just haven't knocked down the three-pointers at the same percentage that they did in the first half here in the second. So we'll see what happens going forward.
And Anderson gets it to go. For a while, the Spurs were viewed as a slow-it-down team from their championships almost a decade ago. That isn't the case at all anymore.
You know, I think it took the viewing public quite a while to catch on, though, Kevin, because now most people look at the Spurs as one of the more exciting brands of basketball in our league. Just watching one game of them, and now you know that is the case.
Here's LeBron. That's in there. Love with the assist. And that's 17 points for LeBron. Parker kicks to Diaw. Good D by LeBron.
What?
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
To the inside. It's deflected. Mozgov with the steal. On its way from Irving for two. Again, the Cavaliers score.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And the basket by Diaw.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And yes, sir, that one drops. 19 points for LeBron.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the basket by Diaw.
My team can't defend for shit.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy.
Dunk.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided.
You're not doing
Cavaliers
too good.
ahead. Run away. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
What the
On the court for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Dellavedova in at the 1. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second
Don't
foul.
spam square.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
I figured switch to him and try to get him away. He just wants to fucking hug you.
Right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since 1996, Clark, he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the third fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
Dishes it to Love. And he dunks it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Every time something like big happens, or as a dunk or like a really nice shot, Spurs always have a timeout.
Been playing well.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
But if you just quick substitutions and quick circle together.
Here for the Spurs. Duncan, he's checked in for Dion. Aldridge comes in for Anderson, and it's Ginobili in for Martin. And San Antonio shooting 40% from the field. That's good from Ginobili on the assist by Parker.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Duncan goes in. The shot is off. Smith with some nice D.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. Style and grace from Kawhi Leonard on that one.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season. But he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
The Cavaliers leading by 19. James from deep. The long distance three is buried. LeBron's got 12 points in just the second half. Parker kicks to Duncan with the fadeaway. That doesn't go either for Duncan. For the three, here's Thompson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin. They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in the second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. James Jones, he's checked in for James. And a Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. Outside Shumpert. There's the triple, and that one's good.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
I wanted to try to do a shot like that because last time he's the one who did that
here,
half court
blowout, big time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game.
All right,
they kept the pressure on, and clearly were dominant in every area.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for James. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
That's good.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting
what the fuck?
And there's not a whole
He
lot for
just
them to
killed
be
someone.
cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Williams is checked in. Off the inbound pass. Once again off the mark by
How
San
do you miss
Antonio.
that?
And Shumpert kicks to Fry.
Oh, why did I
Fades
shoot
away.
them? Oh,
Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Even
We're
against
forgetting how
solid
shit
defense,
the
he's
centers
still
are.
going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
Pretty looking shot. I
You
mean, when
won
you
this.
can hit it from that deep, wow.
Now, I tell you what, Clark, you got to be feeling pretty good to put it up from out there.
Outside jumper. Here's Mozgov. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass.
Just keep
a
pressing
coach
square.
loves
No,
to
just keep
see.
pressing square for the last.
Back to Jones. From deep. Can't get it to go. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, an enemy
You
territory.
got-
That's exactly
You got
right, but with
punished.
The way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
That's
This
your
is Kevin
home
Harlan
court,
thanking
too.
you for watching. So long, everyone.
I'm gonna try playing for. I hate the Warriors, but I'm gonna try playing as them. You should probably play. So there's actually a team that I think you should play as. I might even play as it.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd you go? Huh?